Nobody talks about the part of a healing journey when, after years of being in hermit mode, in solitude, and you want to come out of it and start socializing again and being around people, but there's literally nobody left in your own life to even socialize with. I've been in hermit healing mode since 2021, in solitude, healing, doing all the work on myself, setting all the boundaries. And as more boundaries were set, less people were in my life until one day I literally had nobody left. And I was okay with that. I was completely content, 1,000,000% in my solitude. I didn't want to be around people. I didn't want to have stupid small talk conversations. I didn't want to socialize. I was perfectly fine and happy in my little studio apartment with my dog and myself. I preferred to be alone. But oh wow, how quickly things can change. And I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Because over the last couple of weeks, specifically, I was smacked across the face out of nowhere, completely out of the blue, with this craving for connection. Like, what the fuck is this? This is new. And I'm actually not sure I have ever, my entire life, felt this. Like, ever. So today I'm going to talk about it. So, hi, hello, welcome. Welcome to the shit show. I'm Angie, and I have been on this pretty intense healing and recovery journey after 17 years of heroin addiction. And here we talk about all things starting over, life, recovery, mindset, all the good stuff. I posted a TikTok the other day that's currently going viral. Just a short little video with text on screen saying how nobody talks about this part of healing when you're ready. You are ready. You feel ready to come out of hermit mode. You have all of a sudden this craving for connection. And you look around and there's literally nobody left in your life to even socialize with. It's an interesting thing to navigate, and I was surprised at so many people and how many people relate to this. From the years 2021 to 2024, I only really talked to, or let's say had conversations with, like talked to for more than like 30 seconds, maybe one person every now and then, not even on a regular basis. And I thought it was a friend, but now looking back, I'm like, no, it really wasn't a friend. I don't talk to that person anymore. I had to set a boundary because I realized how toxic that person still is. And I realized how draining it was to communicate or even have conversations with this person. I would always leave the conversation feeling so tired and like yawning and just drained. And that was in the middle of 2024. But right around that same time, I kind of sort of started coming out of the hermit mode, kind of, sort of. And I'm saying kind of because I wasn't like socializing with people. I wasn't hanging out with people. I was just like around more people, seeing more people, saying hi to more people. Like I'd be out walking India and like having like little conversations with other dog parents, things like that. And that was actually like a big step for me because when I tell you I was in solitude, like I was in solitude. I even made a whole ass YouTube video on here on my channel about how I loved my solitude, how I've never been a person that has ever craved connection in other people, and how being a loner has always been my baseline, and how I genuinely loved to be alone. In my life today, though, I still only have like one person that I have conversations with. I would consider her a friend, yes, because I know that if I ever need anything, she would be there and she would be reliable. But it's not like a connection. It's not like a friendship where we go out to eat or we go to dinner or even socialize. Our dogs are friends. We have a lot in common. We have similar pasts. So it's a friendship, but it's not. It's like a surface level. So in my life today, it's like I'm still pretty much in solitude, even though there's more people technically around me. I mean, the only time I ever really go out, and it's not even going out. I mean, I go to the beach sometimes, I go to the grocery store, and I go walk India. Like literally, those are the only reasons I ever leave my house. And I'm always doing those things alone. But a couple weeks ago, I came across somebody, or somebody came into my path who completely matched my energy. And that's the thing, too, matching my energy. I'm so used to in my life, in my toxic past, I was so used to being around people and shrinking myself down and dumbing myself down and molding and morphing myself into maybe what others wanted to see from me or wanted me to behave like. I would never fully be myself. In fact, this whole past 3 or 4 years of healing has been figuring out who the fuck I really am. And there's no recovery community here, which I've talked about before. And even if there was, though, recovery is not synonymous with healing because there are plenty of people who are clean and sober, but still sick and suffering in a lot of ways. Coming across a person who actually mirrored my energy and matched my energy was like, what is this? Like, what is this? It felt fucking awesome. And it was that experience that ignited this craving for connection. Like ever since then, I have felt almost like a new person. It's so wild and so hard to explain. Let me be clear. I'm not talking about just people in general because most people are just still broken and miserable in a lot of ways. Most people use the words energy and mindset way too loosely. I feel like it's overused. And really, a lot of people who use these words really haven't done the work, and it shows. Changing your mindset is work. Healing is work. And I can feel it if someone hasn't done the work. I can feel it. I can sense it. Even from the comments on my social medias, on my YouTube, I can feel it. I can sense it. If you're just talking the talk and not really walking the walk. So I'm not talking about people in general wanting to socialize with people. I'm meaning like I'm wanting to socialize with people who match my energy and my vibe like the person I met. It feels like a new reality, like a new timeline. Like on Halloween, I was walking India and we were walking home and there were so many people out on the street dressed up, giving out candy. There were kids running around, families. There were so many people in the street. And I felt this energy. Like it felt exciting. It's like I didn't want to come home. I didn't want to come home. I kind of lingered outside. Like that was the first time I have felt that in I don't even know if ever. Usually I want to come home. Usually I beeline it if there's that many people in the street. Usually I just want to come home because I don't like being around that many people, but for some reason it's like this new craving that I have that came out of fucking nowhere. But now it's like I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. It's new. It's weird. It feels weird. But it's also come with a lot of like limiting beliefs about myself, and a lot of insecurities have popped up because of this. These things, these beliefs must have been like hanging out in my shadows because I they're just like popping up. Things like thinking like I'm too old. Why would this person like want to hang out with me? I'm so much older than this person. Or I'm just saying this in general. I'm too old to, be out and socialize, or thinking that other people have, plenty of other friends. Like, why would they want to hang out with me? It's like this exciting feeling, though, this weird craving that I have all of a sudden. It's so crazy. So now I'm like in this stage of my healing, which I didn't even know was a thing. Like, I was fully prepared to be in my solitude for like the rest of my life. I don't know. I was not prepared for this. Suddenly craving connection again. Not codependency, not chaos, not trauma bonding, but actual connection. It's terrifying and exciting and confusing as hell. But then it comes with a lot of fears, right? Because I don't have the best track record for like choosing who to hang out with. I mean, I've never really thought about it actually, but years and years of active addiction and just being surrounded by other addicts, and then years of selling drugs and being surrounded by that chaos, getting arrested, being in detox, surrounded by sickness all the time, and just toxic relationships. So there's this fear of, am I choosing the right people? And I really don't think that's, I think people are put into our path. I feel like the universe puts people into our path, and then it is up to us to choose what we want to do with it. Right. And some people could be like karmic lessons. Some people could be there to teach us a lesson. Some people could be there to truly connect with. And it's up to us to discern the difference. That's my belief. But there's this fear of like, who are these people? Right. I mean, if we meet new people, or, we're attracting our tribe or whatever they say, it's like, how do I choose? How do I discern who is good and who is wrong, or who to pursue and who to walk away from? And it's really, the key for me is the energy, how I feel in this person's energy. Is it draining to me? Do I feel like I'm yawning and I want to take a nap after having a conversation? And then there's also the acceptance. Like, if I put myself out there and be vulnerable and truly be myself, will I be accepted? That's a real fear for a lot of us, I think, because I've spent so much time trying to accept myself, and it took a long time. It's taken, 4 or 5 years. The thought of being myself truly, authentically, with other people is terrifying. And also, it's so weird. I feel like I am so weird. I am so awkward. Like, I forgot how to have a fucking conversation. I find myself over analyzing my words like all the time, and I'm like, am I saying the right thing? Or stuttering, or flubbing over my words. I feel like I like did I just learn English yesterday? I'm losing my words. I can't think of the words. I'm overanalyzing what I say. I don't want to overwhelm people with messages. Like, I feel like I'm burdening other people. I'm talking too much, because also here too, like, I don't speak English that often. So anytime like I see somebody or meet somebody that I get excited to talk to that speaks English, it's like I don't shut up, right? Because I don't speak English that much. But also, coming into contact with somebody who matches your energy feels amazing and terrifying at the same time, because I'm like, wait a minute, like, who is this person? They're not toxic. They're emotionally regulated. They communicate like a functioning adult. You're respecting my boundaries, and I'm not losing brain cells by talking to you. Like, it feels energizing. It's energizing. Like, I walk away from those, well, this is brand new to me, but I walked away from those few conversations feeling more energized. And that is something that I have literally never fucking experienced ever, ever, ever. Like I was saying before, I'm so used to shrinking myself and being around toxic people and having toxic relationships, and really just socializing and hanging around with people that I don't generally want to hang out with, only because they have something that I want, or I have something that they need, or when it comes to selling stuff, or when it comes to copying, it's like only being around people who have something that I want or that I need, and vice versa. After healing, coming across people who don't want to take anything from you, they don't like want or need anything from you. They're not draining the life force out of you like a fucking vampire. Suddenly, it's like you're speaking to somebody who's like self aware. You can tell they've done the work on themselves. They have like accountability and empathy, and most importantly, I saw this post on Instagram the other day, and it fucking punched me in the gut, because how funny is it that when you are going through something, you of course come across all the social media posts that relate to what you're going through. And it came across this post that said, Peace is so fucking attractive. Coming across somebody who has that inner peace, it is so fucking attractive. It is magnetic, right? You can tell, I can feel it, I can sense it in somebody else. And it's magnetic as fuck. And sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, is this a trap? What is happening? What is happening? Is this a test? Because the universe has been testing me so much. It's like I don't know what to take. Like, is this a test? Should I have my guard up? Because I'm so, oh my god, my guard up. I'm so used to having my guard up. And when you meet somebody who matches your energy in these ways, it's like you feel so safe and comfortable just being yourself. That is so brand new to me. Like, there's no shame. I talked about my past so freely. Like, I never do. I mean, in real life, like, of course, I share my story online. Like, this is what I do. I talk about it all the time. But, like, in real life, I literally never bring up my past. Like, most people don't even know my past of heroin addiction. Most people don't know that I'm a felon. Most people don't know because that's not something that you go around just saying, "Hi, how are you? I was a heroin addict for 17 years. Hi, how are you? I was a junkie felon for 17 years." Like, it's crazy because I'm not looking to fill something, right? When you meet people after a long period of healing and they match your energy, you're not grasping at straws. You're not desperate for someone else to fill something that you're lacking. You're coming from a place of wholeness. And it is I'm getting good I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it and talking about it because it's beautiful and it's literally I was not prepared for it. I'm not prepared. I'm still not prepared. This is brand new. This is brand fucking new. So listen, I'm going to do some research and I'm going to figure it out and I'll report back because this is so new for me and I'm just figuring it the fuck out. So if you can relate to this and you find yourself craving connection after an extended, long period in hermit mode and healing in solitude, you have set the boundaries and closed the doors on most, if not all, of your old toxic connections. You're not lonely anymore, you're selective. You don't crave company, you crave connection. There's a big difference where we don't shrink to fit anyone else's expectations. And connection feels like peace and not some sort of karmic lesson punishment. And it's supposed to feel weird. Literally nothing about this journey has felt, what's the opposite of weird? Unweird. Normal? I don't know. Normal, I don't like to use that word because it's so just not weird. So that's all I have to say for today. This is where I'm at. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to this, if you have any fucking idea what the hell I'm talking about, and maybe how you navigated it. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, but wait, like and subscribe. Okay, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.